Hi guys, welcome to the Fight Tonight channel. George Kambosos Jr. fighting Ryan Garcia next. DAZN has no interest in a potential fight between lightweight champions George Kambosos Jr. and Devin Haney, the two contenders at 135 that do have a shot at getting selected for Kambosos' next fight are Ryan Garcia and Vasily Lomachenko. According to trainer Robert Garcia, Kambosos promoter Lou DiBella called him and told him that Ryan is the guy that they were looking at for their next fight. It makes economic sense for Kambosos to fight Ryan Garcia next, as it will bring in the subscribers to DAZN in huge numbers. With Ryan's huge following on social networks and Kambosos' big gap, DAZN will attract a ton of new subscribers. If Kambosos faces Ryan later this year, it would be on DAZN pay-per-view. According to Dan Rafael, that won't make boxing fans happy to have to pay to see the 5-year professional Ryan Garcia take on the Australian Kambsoso on pay-per-view, because neither of them has done enough in their respective careers for a fight between them to be sold to fans. Apart from Kambosos' recent win over an injured weight-drained Teofimo Lopez, he is not beaten anyone of note. Kambosos struggled against egging fighters Mickey Bay and Lee Shelby and didn't show a lot of talent in either of those fights. It's easy to see why DAZN has little interest in a Kambosos vs Haney fight. That event would be poison for DAZN because it's a fight that's likely bring in only a small amount of subscribers. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. If you really enjoy the content, then please subscribe to my channel and keep watching the videos. If you are subscribed, then you receive notifications about the release of new videos. You do not even have to look for anything personally. I really want to get 100 subscribers on my channel. I'm trying very hard, absolutely every day, and I need your support. Your likes, comments, reposts to social networks. Thanks to everyone who subscribes to my channel. You are my support. Thank you so much. Lou DiBella revealed Kambosos' Ryan next fight. If you put the puzzles together, Kambosos is with Lou DiBella, and Lou DiBella also promotes Ryan's next opponent, Emmanuel Tagore. This kid from Africa, said trainer Robert Garcia to a Little Giant Boxing. He is with Lou DiBella, so maybe they, Team Kambosos, did work something out with Golden Boy for a fight with Ryan Garcia. Maybe we will do this first, and then we got a big fight. I'm pretty sure that is probably the direction they're looking at. Lou DiBella is my friend, and he called me thinking I was Robert Diaz, Golden Boy executive. He spilled the beans. I'm not going to say what he told me, but he told me something like that. So they're working on something together. I listened to everything. I didn't tell him that I wasn't Robert Diaz of Golden Boy, said Robert Garcia. Then a few days later, he, DiBella, called me with somebody else on the line. It was somebody big. They're like, "Hey, Robert Diaz, this and that." I'm like, this is happening again. Lou, who are you trying to call? You're not Robert Diaz. No, I'm Robert Garcia. Oh shit, we're trying to call Robert Diaz. Well, you already called me a week ago and told me the whole thing. You told me everything. It was a funny conversation, but it's a big things. Honestly, I think it's huge for Kambosos to get a Ryan Garcia fight, because he will get a lot of money. It will be huge, but I think Ryan Garcia beats him. Look, Kambosos beat Teofimo Lopez, but just like Teofimo beat Loma on a bad day, I don't think Teofimo beats Loma again. Kambosos beat Loma on a bad day. I don't think he beats him again. Kambosos was never a big name before he beat Teofimo Lopez, said Ryan Garcia. He was never a top prospect, somebody everybody was talking about, signed at a huge promoter. I am not disrespecting Lou DiBella, I love Lou DiBella, he is my friend, but here Kambosos was never signed to a big promoter. and he was always fighting on small little cards that Lou DiBella would put him in. He'd buy spots because Lou DiBella doesn't even promote that much anymore, so Kambosos was never a big name, a big star. This fight with Teofimo Lopez made him a star. I just think it was a bad night that Teofimo had. I'm happy for Kambosos because he is getting a huge payday now. He got a huge payday against Teofimo, and now he is going to get an even bigger payday. He, Kambosos, got a perfect night against Lopez. I think Ryan beats him. Look, no disrespect to Kambosos, but Ryan is just too fast and strong. Man, he's fast and strong. I think he knocks him out. They never expected these types of paydays for Kambosos, and now he is there. So take advantage of it, enjoy it, invest your money, but yourself a nice house and invest your money. Do right with your money, take advantage of it because he, Kambosos, hit the jackpot, said Garcia. DAZN has no interest in Haney fight. If there is a Kambosos Ryan Garcia fight later this year, LOMA fight is in discussion as is Garcia. Both are on the table. DAZN has no interest in the Haney fight, said Dan Rafael on Twitter. You got an obscure 4-belt champion from Australia against a fighter with a boring fighting style, who elevated to his WBC championship position outside of the ring. DAZN would be shooting themselves in the foot if they gave Kambosos the green light to face Haney. It would seem that DAZN is focusing on fighters that can bring in subscribers to their platform against the 28-year-old Kambosos, who isn't a big name in the United States. Kambosos captured his 4 lightweight title last November with an upset of champion Teofimo Lopez. Ryan Garcia's huge social media following arguably puts him above Haney as an option for Kambosos. Ryan has close to 9 million followers on Instagram and 1.14 million subscribers to his YouTube channel. Unfortunately, the 23-year-old Haney only has his WBC lightweight title going for him, and that's not going to be enough for him to bring in the subscribers on DAZN. Nowadays, there are too many champions in each watered-down weight division, and boxing fans are no longer looking at the possession of a title as an automatic reason to pay attention to certain fighters. They need more than a title to interest fans. Kambosos promoter Lou DiBella still has not said who he will pick between the former 3-division world champion Lomachenko and Ryan Garcia, but it's likely he is focusing on the young fighter due to his massive social media following. Also, it's a fight that Kambosos stands a better chance of winning. Kambosos is a great self-promoter, but he is clearly not in the same league as Lomachenko talent-wise. He would be food for the highly ranked #1 WBC contender from Ukraine. Kambosos Ryan Garcia would be DAZN pay-per-view. De La Hoya said that if Kambosos Garcia fight is made, it would be on a DAZN pay-per-view event, said Dan Rafael. The streaming service once pronounced that pay-per-view was dead with its creation, but recently it has acknowledged that for the biggest fights on its platform, it might have to go the pay-per-view road for an additional fee about the monthly or annual subscription packages its customers buy. And I'd add the LOMA fight would be on an ESPN platform. A Garcia fighter would be with DAZN, said Dan Rafael. It will be interesting to see what the reaction will be from boxing fans if DAZN chooses to make a fight between Kambosos and Ryan Garcia a pay-per-view fight. While DAZN may bring in new subscribers to their platform, they will lose a lot of customers as well. Absolute lightweight world champion George Kambosos claims that WBC title holder Devin Haney is afraid to go to him in Australia to fight for all the belts. According to Kambosos, even the management of the partner streaming service DAZN doesn't believe in the American boxer, since he is not very popular among boxing fans. The kid's shit scared. His own broadcaster won't back him because he ain't earning bringing subscription. Cold hard truth. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel.